is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the It's Friendly Podcast, episode number 81.
Jesus.
I know.
81 of them shits?
Yeah.
Good Lord, bro.
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy. Yeah.
But what's going on, Daniel? What is going on, Janelle? Appreciate you guys coming in.
Yes.
Yeah, so we got a lot of stuff, some interesting stuff to go over, especially this week. Gotta actually fix my glasses really quick. There you go. But yeah, I mean, other than just kind of get right into it, obviously the biggest kind of talking point, I guess you could say, that I've been seeing around, and roughly an interesting discussion that Ricky Starks is expected to come to be WWE bound once his contract with AEW is expired.
For me, he was like that star that really fizzled out, but now there's things that are coming out that they wanted him to turn face and he said no. So it came down to AEW not knowing what he wanted, what they wanted to do with the character, so they just wrote him off TV, didn't use him. Ricky Starks over time had become disgruntled, and the rumors are he is leaving for WWE once his contract is up, and I think that'd be the right move for him, because I feel like when I see Ricky Starks from a character standpoint, he basically screams WWE. Like when I looked at Jade when she was in AEW, I'm like, this is like a WWE level character. And I feel the same way with Ricky Starks. He is a WWE level character. He has that charisma. He has that character driven side to him. He has, he's skilled in the ring, but really WWE is the land of characters. Land of characters. Because at the end of the day, yeah, they're wrestling, but they're also entertainment. This is why they're called World Wrestling Entertainment. Because it's basically a TV show with characters. And I feel like, Ricky Starks, he fits that mold. Like Jade fits it. And I knew she would. But I feel like Ricky Starks fits that mold. I think it's the right move for him. He's a great talent, exceptional wrestler, exceptional character. He oozes charisma.
I mean, yeah,
it's the right move.
And I would not be surprised. Now the question is, for me, I think he might go to be a SmackDown guy for all intents and purposes.
For me, I think he's a SmackDown guy. But
I will be shocked if they do put him on Raw.
I mean, he is marquee, so it would make sense still. But we all know where he's headed once he signs. He's going straight to NXT.
Well, NXT for a bit, and then once he gets to use the system,
like he's gonna be on NXT. Unlike Jade, was just hoisted in the main roster. She didn't need NXT.
Well, and also too, she also put the time in that she would have had on NXT into the Performance Center and trade anyways.
Yeah, they just said, you know what, you're gonna skip NXT, so why don't you just take the time that you have away from the ring and just go to the Performance Center, train, get better, hone in your craft, and then once we feel that you're ready and you feel that you're ready, we'll debut you on the main roster. Which, once she felt she was ready, she debuted, and honestly, she's been great, nothing short of great in the ring.
I never thought that she actually worked as a tag team.
She works in a tag team with Bianca, which has been money. But honestly though, she's been great in the ring. She's been better than she was in AEW. Not gonna lie. And we thought she was showing signs of improvement in the ring for there.
So actually,
this is a great question too, because that's also been rumored that the Lucha Brothers are leaving AEW for WWE. So
I would put them on SmackDown.
I will put them on SmackDown.
Because SmackDown, they do need more tag teams.
They do,
as it is.
And plus, with the Lucha, I think the LWO being on Raw, you're lacking Lucha wrestlers.
Yeah.
That much. I mean, yeah, you have Santos and his group, but that's all you have.
Yeah, I mean, well, and speaking with that too, because Penta would be the first one to have when it's what I would say would be rumored to going, and then because I think Phoenix is little bit later, from my understanding.
I feel like what's gonna happen is I feel like WWE won't bite with the Lucha Brothers until Phoenix's contract is up. So I feel like Penta will be working like indie dates for a bit, or like just waiting for Phoenix to get his contract expired. But or you might have it to where Phoenix will ask for his release so he can leave sooner.
Well,
Then as then the contract entails that he leaves. He'll probably want to leave sooner. So to follow Penta. So I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Penta's gonna leave, and then Phoenix is gonna ask for his release. He's gonna get it, and then they're gonna go off to WWE.
Now, I would say that could also be a possibility too if you want to explore, because they both can work well as singles wrestlers. We've seen that in the
honestly they've honestly I think they did experiment that once in AEW.
They did.
I think once Penta got hurt that one time, they had Phoenix as like this single star, and he was doing very well.
But unfortunately, he got hurt.
And unfortunately, then he got hurt, and then things went to shit. But then all you had was Pac, and then Pac got hurt. I'm like, what the fuck?
What's kind of crazy? I won't say this is not a hot take, but I would say I could see Pac coming back.
Oh, bring back Neville?
The Neville in a character? Way, yes, but also keep him under the Pac name.
Honestly, I would like that. I mean, Neville was a fine character. The whole superhero turned supervillain thing that he was doing, it was cool. But then again, really bringing back Pac, the whole Pac name for, I mean, it could work because look at Sean Spears.
Yeah,
they let him be Sean Spears. They let him be in that chairman gimmick that he's been in. It's kind of been more ominous than AEW's version, but it still works.
Honestly, it's a lot better than what. Honestly, I think this version of the chairman is a lot better than what AEW had put together.
Yeah, I feel like it's more fleshed out. But do you see any women superstars leaving AEW? As of right now, no.
No.
As of right now, no. I feel like the women's division has been pretty good lately. Been a lot of great talent being utilized. The only thing I like about Collision is they utilize more of the women. It's the only thing I like about Collision. So they've been utilizing the women very well in AEW. But I don't see them leaving. I don't see any of the women leaving yet.
Now,
I'm sure there's some women who want to go to WWE. Like I know once Jade's contract with AEW expired, she didn't want to resign. She
made that very clear.
Because that was her dream. And I'm like, you know what? I get it. If that's your dream to go to WWE, damn it, live out your fucking dream.
I mean, plus too, you think of the fucking money.
And also the money. But really it wasn't because of the money, it was because it was her dream to go to WWE and perform there. Which I'm like, damn it, live out your fucking dream. Dave. I'm proud of you. But
so Dave,
but yeah, it was like but yeah, I could see other. But then again, I also do see Mercedes eventually returning to WWE at some point, because
actually I would not be opposed to that. From
like I wouldn't be opposed to it either. Do I see?
No, because this is what.
Do I see Britt going there eventually? Yeah, I see her going there too. Possibly. Do I see? I feel like Britt Baker would probably go to WWE if Adam Cole goes back. Because
now that's up to Adam Cole. It does the question.
WWE is trying to pursue Adam Cole again. If you haven't heard,
I mean,
they're trying to pursue him again, which is smart because under Triple H he ain't going to be utilized poorly. Oh, he was gonna be under Vince, but under Triple H he ain't gonna be.
Now that just an interesting thought just popped in my head. If we're gonna bring back Adam Cole, like say if WWE does bring him,
why honestly, not? Yep, yeah, exactly.
Why not bring the Undisputed Kingdom over?
Oh, like Matt Taven?
Matt Taven,
Oh, hell
bring
yeah.
back Roderick Strong.
Hell yeah.
Hell,
Hell yeah.
bring back Kyle O'Reilly for all intents and purposes.
Hell yeah. Do that. But also,
Then again, that
and Damien, I honestly do agree with you. Thunder Rosa in WWE would fucking hit. It would. It would hit.
to be honest, David, I just don't see it. He's bringing kind of the heart and soul of AEW.
I don't see it. I don't see it either. I mean, eventually, if I feel like right now there's still a little bit of bad blood between him and WWE because of all the booking from like late 2018 on was so bad when they made him a germaphobe heel, and it was just like poorly fucking written. But other than that, like I don't see it happening. Do I see it happening in the future? Sure, I see it because you can never say never in wrestling.
Yeah.
People who have had bad blood with WWE has since returned. Look at guys like I don't know, CM Punk. Hell, look at fucking Bret Hart in 2010.
2010. Also, too, under Triple H, now you repair the relationship with Jesse the Body Ventura.
Exactly. You like
Lex Luger.
They can exactly. They can repair relationships. Things like that happen. So yeah, you can't really rule out John Moxley going back to WWE as Dean Ambrose. Like you can't rule that out. That's the thing.
Ooh.
Is it a no right now? Yes. It's a no right now.
Going back
in the future, you can make a case that he will come back.
Oh yeah.
In the future, yeah, sure.
But going back to the Lucha Bros, though, actually, I brought something up, and yes, and I use a lot of and wrestling.
Yeah, Undisputed Kingdom is a pretty bad name. Let's be honest.
But even on Wrestle Talk, they actually talked about both that Penta and Ray were expecting to leave. AEW, according to multiple sources within the company, reports from Wrestle Purist and Wrestling Observer Radio indicated that the former AEW World Tag Team Champions were expected to sign with WWE once their contract expire. And it goes on to say that those spoke to believe that the Lucha Bros want to be a quote unquote package deal with WWE and don't want to start an NXT.
Oh, so they don't want to start an NXT. They want to be hoisted up in the main roster.
Pretty much.
I can see that because I don't really think they need developing. Now, are they good at the English speaking side? Not Phoenix is.
Yeah.
I also feel like Penta is starting to get better with the English. Because they're letting him cut promos in English, and he's been pretty solid.
Which is crazy because
that's the same thing with Andrade. In his first run in WWE, he wasn't great with English.
Because you had
and then over time, he got better. I feel like that's the same thing with Penta. He's getting better with his English. So I feel like putting them on NXT is not the right move. Hoist them to the main roster. Now, where would you put him, Raw or SmackDown?
I say I'm going to go SmackDown.
I'm thinking the same thing. I'm thinking SmackDown.
But I would not be surprised if they actually do want to.
What are you all watching wrestling? We're not watching anything. It's just the It's Only podcast, RC.
Yeah, which we ever do every Saturdays at 7 p.m.
Yes. Could Cargill fight Jackson win?
I mean, I would not be surprised.
You can make a case. I mean, you can make a case because it's powerhouse versus powerhouse. And honestly, I think she could shock the world and body slam Nia Jax. Pull a Hulk Hogan with this shit. Have her body slam Nia.
Before we get to the rest of topics, which this also does tie to Jade Cargill. Speaking of that, so another article, this was from about 3 days ago from via Wrestle Talk, saying that Jade Cargill has named former WWE Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley as one of her dream matches.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Do you think that's going to be a fucking slobber knocker for one?
Hell yeah. You know how hard hitting that fucking Do you know how hard hitting that would be, Rob?
Oh, very hard hitting.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah.
But unfortunately, on the somber note, 24 hours ago, we lost a pro wrestling legend in Kevin Sullivan.
All right,
Now,
let
I
me
think a
rant.
lot of the older fans.
Yeah, let me fucking rant for a minute, Rob. Let me fucking
Go
rant.
ahead.
Okay. All I've been seeing ever since this man died yesterday is bringing up the fucking conspiracy theory that he killed Chris Benoit and his family. When the facts proven, Chris went crazy because he had so many fucking head injuries. That can happen, people. It's happened to people before. Do you not watch the NFL? I mean, come on. Now, I get that he had issues with Chris because Chris stole his girl and shit like that. But he's not going to kill him over petty shit like that. Like, come on.
And plus, too, with Benoit, I mean, they did say his brain looked like someone with Alzheimer's.
His brain was mush. His brain was literally mush when he died. And also, it's also in poor taste. This is why I'm pissed off. It's also in poor fucking taste to slander a man's name when he's fucking dead.
He's been dead for 17 years.
No. I'm not talking about Chris. I'm talking about Kevin Sullivan.
Oh, right.
Slander this man's name when he's fucking dead. And he's only been dead for a day. But even if he was dead for a week or even like 17 years like Chris, it's still not in good taste to slander a man's name when you're dead.
It legitimately does.
So, believe what the fuck you want to believe. I don't give a fuck. But don't slander him because he's dead. Oh, he's rotting in hell now. He knows what he did. Are you fucking kidding me?
But, yeah. But obviously, a lot of the older fans know Kevin Sullivan as the original Taskmaster. And unfortunately, we had to.
Is that Stormtrooper one where he tripped over the wall?
That's Shockmaster.
Oh, that's Shockmaster.
So one of the all-time greatest, obviously most infamous gimmicks.
The shit.
To Doom, anybody? Does that ring a bell?
What, Dungeon of Doom?
Yes. Remember, this is the same dude who brought out the Yeti on Halloween Havoc.
Yeah.
And look, we can poke fun at that because, well, that was before we were even in existence.
Dude, if you want to know what the fuck that literally felt like for me watching that event play out the way that it did, you watch the Halloween Havoc 95 stream we did. You'll see me get progressively pissed off as the show goes on. Like I progressively got pissed. And at the end, when they did that heel turn and then they brought out the fucking Yeti, which I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He was just like standing there, hugging somebody and shaking.
Yeah. Remember, it was him and the Giant with a group hug on Hogan. And somehow
after that, I told everybody on stream, I lost fucking brain cells.
Like I said, as we all said, that was WCW 1995 for you in a nutshell.
Fucking
so,
and of course, RC is bringing up more shitty gimmicks. Bastion Booger, Glacier, which was a knockoff.
Not gonna lie, I kind of like Glacier as a Mortal Kombat fan. Even though I'm surprised they didn't get.
The thing is, though, from a marketing standpoint, it made sense for WCW to do it because they did this around where I'm gonna drop my fucking phone. But literally, they did this when Mortal Kombat was big as fuck.
God,
like in 95, 96.
I know that. I'm just trying to think which one.
I think it was like Mortal Kombat 1.
Either way.
I think it was when Mortal Kombat first got big in 95. So they did Glacier, which I'm like, all right. It made sense from a marketing standpoint. It wasn't a terrible, like on paper, it made sense, but it was a shit gimmick. The way they utilized that character,
Oh yeah.
it was shit.
Now, did it have the potential? 100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, RC. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about the Kiss Demon. Absolutely
RC,
not.
RC, never bring that bullshit up again.
Because remember, I can tell this from experience. I did not like that character one fucking
and
bit.
the funny thing is, it was so bad it pissed off the band.
Yeah, like
it was that bad. Where Kiss was like, nah, bye. They had to repackage the guy. They're like, this shit sucks. And I agree with them. I agree with all of them. And also another gimmick we don't talk about at RC is the Giant Gonzalez.
Yeah,
don't bring that shit up either. That shit was just trash. That was basically basically Kali and Omos rolled into one shitty gimmick. When you think about it, the man wrestled like a fucking tree. Didn't move shit.
Yeah.
Couldn't move for shit. Couldn't wrestle for shit. Nothing. Nothing can be dumber than the hologram gimmick right now. That gimmick is a ripoff of Hurricane and Green Lantern. I kind of see it.
But yeah, now I can't see it.
I kind of see it now. God damn.
Question is, which Green Lantern are we talking about here? We're talking about the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern, or we're talking about the Green Lantern from the cartoons?
I mean, from the way the suit glows, the 2011 shit show.
Look, I'm going to be honest. I did not mind the CGI Green Lantern suit when you.
Are you fucking serious, Rob? Take that back.
I'm sorry.
The CGI in that movie was atrocious.
Look,
the only thing good that came out of that movie, Rob, the only thing good that came out of that movie was the relationship between Ryan and Blake. That was it.
You know, the fact that Ryan Nelson gets shot at, and so the Deadpool and Wolverine, everybody's not having seen it, but
dude, the funniest part was like him trying to fucking shield spoilers. So if you haven't watched that movie,
funny, it's well worth it too.
No, hold on. Is the part where he was shielding himself with fucking the happy fucking Deadpool and shit and all that shit that happened. Nice pool. And he was trying to shield him. He's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm trying to save my." It was funny as fuck. And at the end of that, it was so anticlimactic, but it was funny as hell. But oh my god, the gimmicks that you mentioned, never mention them again, RC, because they're that fucking shit. But anyway, let's move on.
It's kind of funny too. Like when I was looking at topics the last couple of days, one in particular before we talk about LA Knight, this actually kind of went on the radar for according to credit to Amanda Savage of Wrestle Talk, who actually put this out, that there's been an exit from the executive team within WWE this past week, according to a new report, noting that a long-standing employee was let go. As reported by PW Insider Elite, WWE's Vice President of Talent Relations Operations, Kristen Altman, was quote-unquote let go by the company earlier this week. Altman has been with the company since 2007, where she began as receptionist before transitioning to talent relations in 2008.
It's a business, unfortunately. They've been doing this since they bought the company. They were cleaning house. So I did expect more layoffs from them, and I guess that was the only person from the old regime to get dealt with. They want all new guys to help out with the cohesiveness of the company and shit like that. And honestly, I feel like the new guys that TKO appointed have done way better. So I trust TKO to hire somebody great. They've done it before under this regime. So I'm happy, they're cleaning house and they're getting their guys in, and it's been working out. So I expect nothing less. So that's all I got to say about it, because it's not a big deal.
Moving to LA Knight, so one report came out that kind of talked about that his deal was not supposed to end runs through 2025. However, he did get signs a new contract extension with the company. Do we not expect that?
Well, it's not shocking, because look at his booking as of late, and he's now a U.S. champion. His booking has been great. He has been prominently used on TV, on pay-per-view, having solid matches. always in great storylines. Even the one with Logan Paul was kind of good. As painful as it sounds, coming out of
Yeah.
our fucking mouths, it was a good storyline. To win him the U.S. title, like everything's been going well for the guy. But yeah, LA Knight does sound like a hybrid between The Rock and Stone Cold. But that's the thing though. He utilizes what made other talent successful into his gimmick, which is great. I love it from him.
WWE, for the love of all that is holy, bring back the Fact of Life segment. God damn it. It's all we need.
We want the Fact of Life segment, and we need the dummy button. We need the dummy button.
That's a missing opportunity,
We
right?
need the dummy button right now. We still feel deprived. We still feel fucking deprived. We need the dummy button. Give us the dummy button, WWE. LA, I'm sure LA Knight wants it. We want it. Give us the damn button. Please. NWA have the button. Why can't you?
Said it Impact.
Impact had it. NWA had it. When he went to NWA after Impact, they had it. WWE, you need to have it. We want the dummy button. To each their own, Damien. To each their own.
Oh yeah, to each their own on that.
Like we don't like certain gimmicks that are successful. Look at fucking Rob hating on Wendy Chu.
Yeah,
The gimmick works. More people love the gimmick, but some people don't like it. Look at Pretty Deadly too. He hates them.
Oh,
but the gimmick works. The gimmick works. The thing is, it's subjective, man. It's subjective. You don't have to like every gimmick that people
Pretty Deadly
like.
is just one of those teams that I just can never buy into.
See, but that's you. That's you, and I dog you for it, but I'm just joking.
Yeah.
I don't care that you don't like them. I mean, it's whatever.
Okay, I want to sound like a hypocrite here. Ever since when they wrestled in NXT, they were perfectly fine with me. I enjoy for what they have in NXT. Now being on the main roster, it's just all fucking goofy. Then again, that's kind of the idea.
They've been goofy since NXT. Hell, when they were at NXT, they did the slow motion thing like John Morrison. They had a fucking leaf blower.
Yeah, which somebody the fact that somebody shared that with a leaf blower, I was like,
I think they're missing a lot of that. They need to bring back the fucking leaf blower. That shit was fun. But anyway, like, it's subjective, man. You don't have to like every gimmick. And RC, you love him too. Like, listen. You don't have to like a wrestler or a gimmick. That's fine. But don't dog anybody else for liking them.
I said more. Then again,
it's more so Tyler Breeze with a hint of John Morrison.
I mean, Tyler Breeze that wears grandma curtains.
See, I don't know why they decided to do that.
The fact they're going to put a musical on is going to be
the other outfits were fine, but now they're just wearing grandma's curtains.
Then again, I guess they want to express being goofy. I mean, that's one way to do it.
Wear grandma's curtains. Steal the curtains
However,
from the grandma's house and wear them. But yeah, the whole musical thing that they're trying to do is going to be fucking hilarious. I want to see. Rob's gonna fucking hate it. I'm gonna be laughing my ass off.
I'm gonna hate it to the point where honestly, you know what? I'll give it a chance on the main roster.
And I'm the biggest fucking hypocrite because I hated Chris Jericho and MJF's musical number from 2020.
Yeah.
I hated that. I dogged that shit. I'm like, this has no place in wrestling. Yeah, I'm like, give me a musical number between Pretty Deadly. I don't give a fuck.
But yeah. Now Seth Rollins, we all know that he got written off TV because he was still doing the injury. I mean, the fact he did it in that fashion, taking 6 or 7.
I don't think it's Chuck Palumbo and Mr. Ass, that tag team.
Oh yeah, Billy and Chuck.
I don't think it's Billy and Chuck. Pretty Deadly.
It's bad that I did not hate them
because Billy and Chuck, they were gay for each other in storyline.
And plus, it was ahead of its time too.
It was ahead of its fucking time. Freaking glad. I think the gay whatchamacallit, I think it's like the organization that supports the LGBT. They love that shit. And then they did the whole 3-minute warning thing. They're like, y'all fucked up, and
yeah, we
they
don't talk
left.
about that.
But yeah, it was ahead of its time. But they're not gay for each other. They're just flamboyant as fuck. They're not gay for each other, so it's different. It's a completely different gimmick.
Now we all know that Seth Rollins is going to be out of action for a while. Now the severity on the injury right now is kind of unknown at the moment.
They did
But
say
the fact that you had to murder this dude.
Hold on, let me finish. They said it was chronic, so it is a serious. It's not really serious where the man's gonna die. It's chronic, like
to me
something
this
that he's had. Something that he's had. I think he had like a flare up of something.
I think it could be someone in his lower back. Because remember, he also had a bit of history of back problems.
It's probably chronic back pain or some shit.
I mean, still, but that was just the fact you had to murder this dude just to write him off TV the way that you did. I was
And
like,
let me talk about the fucking crowd. One more time. And then y'all hypocrites were singing his song.
Yeah.
Y'all are psychotic hypocrites. You wanted this man to die, and then when he didn't die, you're like, "Oh, we're sorry, Seth."
I mean, Tyler, we don't expect nothing less from bloodthirsty
Y'all are
wrestling
fucking
fans.
psychotic. This random. I like how even though Lyra Valkyria won by disqualification, they didn't kill her mystique and drive by having Shayna get her disqualified instead of going over Lyra clean. I feel like doing the disqualification doesn't hurt anybody. Like the group that Shayna's in with Zoe Stark and Sonya Deville. I feel like it doesn't kill either group. Ending the match in disqualification. And I'm happy with that because Jesus Christ, Sonya needs to be booked a lot better than what she has been. Holy shit. And they were doing great with her. They were doing great with her until she got hurt. You know, they were doing great with her. They had her win her first WWE title with the tag titles. It lasted a week, but still, she was a tag champion. So they were doing a lot better with her booking. They need to continue that path. But also don't hurt Lyra in the meantime of this, you know?
Exactly.
So it was a great move. And honestly, I agree. I have a feeling he's taking time off to be with Becky right now before she makes her. She's not retiring. She's not, Damien. She's not. He's taking time off because he has chronic back pain. Bronson Reed has become the man in just one massive deranged segment. He has.
Oh,
he
yeah.
Has. To have this man tsunami Seth Rollins 7 times. And Seth Rollins has been a world champion on numerous occasions. He's been the top dog on numerous occasions. He is a great guy to go over against. Like if you face Seth Rollins and you win, dude, you deserve to get. Well, you have all the momentum in the world. So it was a great way to get the guy over. I'll wait till we get to KO, but I have a lot to say about KO. All right, we'll get to that soon, but
oh yeah.
Let's move on.
So obviously the right. Obviously, since with this TNA WWE partnership, a lot of the people were talking, obviously, especially the TNA side of things, with the contract expiring with someone like a Jordan Grace. Now you had Joe Hendry getting thrown into the mix. Hold up. I think I might.
He says that he will be there for a while. He'll be in TNA for a while. He didn't specify when the contract is up, but it's probably not sometime soon.
I mean, Jordan Grace, I could see that's another one I could see could jump.
I think they said Jordan Grace's contract is up in January.
Yeah, this coming January.
Yeah. So, and she's already specified once her contract does expire, she's going to WWE.
Now, the biggest question is, by that time, she's going to have to, well, in a way, if you want to do this, you're going to have to have her drop the belt. The question is to who? Only I think one name comes to mind is probably Ash by Elegance. I would be shocked to say otherwise.
But their feud isn't going to last half the year. It's not. I feel like she may drop it to Ash because I feel like that's the only one I can think off the top of my head right now. But there's a lot of other talent that deserve it. Like,
yeah. I mean, the fact they got a meat cleaving psychopath.
Oh my god, the fact that she brought out a fucking cleaver.
A fucking meat cleaver on TNA programming.
I'm like, you trying to kill Jordan Grace? The fuck?
I mean, you should. You want to make mincemeat out of her, then by all means. That's one way to do it.
Like, I want to watch wrestling, not a goddamn Saw movie. Shit. But yeah, I could see Rosemary holding the belt too. I could see her holding the belt. But yeah, but that's about it. We can go all day listening to wrestlers, but let's just move on from that.
But Mike Johnson, the PW Insider, actually has provided.
Hold on. I'm moving on from that, not to the next segment. We're still going to talk about Jordan. Now, when will she drop the belt? Right before she leaves. But to who, we don't know yet. But we can speculate all day. All I know is once her contract expires, she is going to WWE. She made it known already. So,
and plus, with the way how the crowd reacts to her,
they love her. And WWE,
and then the fact you also have great support from the backstage management too. That also should tell you otherwise.
Exactly. They love her too.
Now, oh god, do you put her on SmackDown though? That's my thing.
No,
I know she's going to start off NXT for a little bit.
No, absolutely not. She's Raw.
Really?
She's Raw. Want to know why?
Oh my god, her and Rhea. Jesus Christ.
Why. That's the first feud I would fucking do.
The Juggernauts. Love to see.
I would do fucking Jordan Grace, the Tank, versus Rhea Ripley, the other Tank. Now, who's going to be the heel? I don't know.
Well, we're going to
having that as your starter feud would be money for Raw. Money.
Oh, jeez. Sorry, I just had a funny thought that just popped in my head. Oh.
Honestly, with this partnership, that is an interesting idea, Damien.
What kind of? Oh yeah.
I don't. All right, bring up that comment. I'm gonna read that. Bring up that comment. I don't think Grace needs to drop the belt. I think TNA should let her take it with her and have her fighting for the belt in WWE. She can lose it that way and have a WWE wrestler go to TNA with it, and then you can have the WWE wrestler drop the title to a TNA star.
Yeah.
That's honestly an interesting take there, Damien. That is very interesting.
Yeah.
Honestly, with this partnership, fuck it. Have her take the title to WWE. Pull a Ric Flair on him.
Yeah.
And face somebody from NXT. And then somebody from NXT can go, you know what? I'm going to take this back to TNA and I'm going to face somebody in TNA with this. And then guess what? You can drop the belt to a TNA wrestler.
So, for those from one, yes, the funny moments pop in my head.
No, that's a different. No. Grace wouldn't pull a Tessa. Tessa didn't wrestle. She didn't wrestle or cut a promo. They fired her ass, made her
bring the belt back.
Bring the belt back. You're fired because you're not defending it. Here's the thing: Grace would still put over TNA by working for WWE, and it helps the partnership. So I get 100%. I get what Damien is talking about. I get it. And I feel like it's an interesting move. I could see them doing that. I definitely could see them doing that. And honestly, I think it's an interesting move to do.
So the funny thing that I had to popped in my head is obviously we all know how we always hate Dominic. Oh, for the love of God, I could just see Jordan Grace somehow making Dominic Mysterio's life a living hell.
What were you going to talk about? Having like fucking Jordan versus Liv, and have
In a
fucking
sense, yeah, that's where my brain was going.
And have fucking Jordan Grace just straight up bully fucking Dom the entire time.
That's pretty much where my brain was going with.
Bro,
Just
I would be cracking the fuck up. And the fact that this would happen on Netflix, and it'll be like bullying to the highest extent. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dom is gonna be in for a world of fucking hurt.
I mean, shoot, the fact you backstab. Oh God, that's going to be even more worse for Dominic too. Like,
If
God,
this storyline lasts until fucking the Netflix deal, we're gonna get even more psychotic Rhea
oh God,
against
I'll be
Dom
happy.
and Liv.
I'll be happy. I'll be one happy man.
Like, dude, as a wrestling fan who likes fucking blood, who likes blood feuds, who seems a little bit psychotic as a fan who likes blood in wrestling, I'll be fucking hyped for a hyper psychotic Rhea Ripley. We're like halfway getting it because if you saw her reaction at SummerSlam after Dom turned on her and kissed Liv, yo, she looked like she was about
to
both of them. I was like, yo, y'all better get the fuck
man,
out
that
of
Latino he's probably is working its charm.
I was like, y'all better get the fuck out of there. And I also felt bad for Buddy Murphy. I'm like, I hope you don't piss her off.
Speaking of Buddy Murphy too, he actually did tweet about that during that match. It's like, see if he can help out his lady. Oh God.
Yeah, you could have a fucking Rhea Ripley go, I don't need you, Dom, because I'm married, bitch, and then fucking have Buddy Murphy.
No, that's another we could that may actually be in. But yeah, like I said,
and you know what? That is a great nickname, Steven. Dom, the womanizer Mysterio.
I mean, if you think about it, I mean,
yes. Jordan and Ivy Nile in a tag team. Oh my god.
It'll be interesting.
Power in a tag team. We already get that with Bianca and Jade. We're gonna get another version of that. Oh boy. If we get Ivy and Jordan versus Jade and Bianca, that'd be power versus power. There'd be too much power in the ring. Oh my god. Oh good lord. Anyway.
No, you ain't wrong on that one.
Yeah.
And so, hold on. I can't remember that. But obviously, a top star claims that Rivals WWE release benefit them. So for those wondering who this star is talking about, one, the top star is Bayley. She also did talk about, and who's one of her biggest, well, at this point, it's Nia Jax. She did talk about like how that really benefited Nia Jax, and me and Tara could see that.
I think it benefited her, but you can't deny the hard work this woman made to become safer in the ring and better in the ring because she took our criticism and said, you know what? During this time off with WWE, because I just got released, I'm gonna train my ass off to get better. So if and when WWE comes calling again, I can be safer in the ring. Hell, there was one time she botched the bonsai drop that she does in the corner to honor her, I think, cousin or uncle, whatever. Yoko,
who's pretty much,
is it her cousin or uncle?
It'll be one or the other. That's a big fucking family.
There's a big fucking family. So I don't know, but to honor her relative Yokozuna. And she saw what I assume she saw what Stevie Richards posted.
Probably.
Giving constructive criticism, saying, look, she let go of the rope too soon.
Yeah, it's like one of those small tweaks.
Literally a week later, after that video was posted by Stevie, she did better. She said, all right, I'm going to do this safer.
So Bayley, who addressed the Nia Jax improvement during an appearance on the Angle with Joey Carney, saying, quote, I think her being released from the company might have either humbled her or really set her straight to be focused. Not that she wasn't focused before, but we didn't take any of this for granted. But I think it's a little.
No, I said Yokozuna, not no Yoko Tuna.
Let me.
That would have been a good marketing strategy from the mid '90s, by the way. Have Yokozuna release tuna called Yoko Tuna.
Yeah,
money.
but Bailey, as Bailey put it, she says, "quote I think her being released from the company might either humbled her or really set her straight to be focused. Not that she wasn't focused before. We don't take any of this for granted, but I think it's a little. You really have to have those life talks with yourself when something that big happens."
Here's the thing. Here's my thing. It wasn't lack of focus for me. For me, I feel like her heart was in it. Her heart was fully in that shit. She loved wrestling. She loved entertaining fans. The problem was she went a little bit too hard on moves. A little bit too hard. Like her punches, they weren't worked punches. She was throwing legit punches.
Mm-hmm.
She went a little bit too hard. But she learned her punches are a lot pulled back, a lot more faker, to make sure the her punches don't break somebody's nose like before. So
and I mean,
injure somebody. But
it's also kind of crazy that you mentioned that too. I mean, look, I don't like praising anybody getting hurt, but credit to Nia.
It also helps Becky get fucking over as fuck.
Yeah, with a broken nose on
a badass shot
on the SmackDown.
But Becky was full badass by looking back, giving her a fucking smug ass smirk with a bloody fucking nose.
And that's how we got the man.
Got the man out of that shit.
But Bailey goes on to says, quote, it's a good thing to show for the division that she has come back better. Like you don't want to come back and be worse. And I have that fear all the time. But I love to see that she's grown and that she was really able to have really amazing matches. That the whole Queen of the Ring tournament was incredible. End quote from Bailey.
Who said this?
Bailey.
Bailey said this. So you have somebody who she worked with for the title saying, look, she is safer in the ring. She is safer. So if she is saying it and we're seeing it, me and Rob are seeing it, I'm like, you know what? Nia's been safe. Nia's been incredibly safe in the ring. We've seen it and we haven't seen it in we've seen it in big matches, obviously, with the SummerSlam match recently. But we've seen it on a random Raw against her and someone else. Like her and Rhea, was she a little bit unsafe with the bonsai drop, which kind of hurt Rhea? Yeah, she was a little bit unsafe, but then she worked on that. She was, you know what, I need to be better. The next week she was better. The next week she was better. And the thing is, though, she took accountability for it. She took accountability for it and got better. So guess what? Nia Jax earned her fucking flowers. She did.
And then the fact you have Bailey, who worked with her throughout their time in NXT, she's coming literally have us fans have already seen it, but also she's got the trust of that locker room, which that was another thing.
Yes, something that she did not have, which got her to be fired. She didn't have the trust of the locker room. She wasn't trusted to be a safe worker. And she said, okay, y'all don't trust me in the ring to face me in the ring. I'm going to work hard outside the company so you guys can trust me.
Yeah.
And everyone trusts her now. Everyone loves her and trusts her for her work in the ring.
Even though
it also helps too, that she's a fucking amazing person outside the ring. Amazing person.
So we'll continue to talk about Bailey in just a bit. However, since we're on the topic of Nia Jax compared to her other relatives, the Usos. So Jey Uso explains why him and Jimmy delayed Solo from following them to WWE. So Speaking of the ringer, Sikoa's older brother Jay explained how proud he is of working of the work. So Sikoa doing his new role, putting over the work of the 31-year-old into graduate from Dickinson State University. Yes, for all the fuck Matt tweets were coming out of. But Jay explained, says, from a real perspective, I'm so happy for him, man. It brings to a joy to see him out there on SmackDown because I know the story and what it took for him to get there. He put in the work. Solo has a degree in college. He's the smartest one out of all of us. He just wanted to wrestle. The rule was me and my brother told him, we need to get you in, but you need to finish school first. Finish school, and he's like, I want to go. I want to go to Orlando. I want to go to NXT. To see him now in the position in the position today, man, he's killing it. I'll tell him, you're shining right now, Oos. Man, keep it up. Doesn't it bring a boss to look to it? It's tribal chief, but it's his own way, his own style.
Here's my thing with that. I'm gonna respectfully disagree with the Usos here. I know you're doing this because he's a family member. I'm not really digging the tribal chief thing for him. For me, he's lacking that charisma that he had in NXT. Like, he wasn't, like, for me, he's a bad heel, but I feel like he's a better face.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he has it as a heel. He doesn't have the charisma. The mic skills are okay. I will give him the mic skills. The character work is just not there. The in-ring work, he's a little bit sloppy. I feel like he wasn't ready for that world title opportunity at SummerSlam. He's a little bit sloppy. He needs work. A little bit more work. Does he have potential? For sure he does. I see something there in Solo. I liked Solo in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is his in-ring work kind of lacks, and the character work as a heel, it just isn't there. It just isn't. And people say, and people like to scream out the word aura all the time. And they say this man doesn't have any. I agree with it.
Like, he's just not connected.
The only one that I can really connect to is Jacob Fatu.
And unfortunately,
the man got hurt at SummerSlam. Fucked up his leg. But anyway, like, you know, but yeah, I can't buy him. I can't buy into him as a heel. That's my problem.
Yeah,
him as a face, you know, the character that he was in NXT, I bought into it. I'm like, yo, I like this Solo kid.
Yeah.
But him as a heel, I just can't buy into it.
No.
And also too, like, again, the in-ring work. He's not there yet. He's close, but he's not there yet.
I mean, yeah. But
that's just me.
Oh yeah, no, I wholeheartedly agree with you. And every wrestling fan can see, and also too, from what we've seen on the main roster, it's like you're going to have to develop as you go along on the main roster, and that also includes house shows.
Yeah, and that's why I say, does this man have potential? And I said, yeah, because he does. Now, is he close to being being pristine in the ring? Hell yeah. There's been Solo matches that I've seen that were fucking phenomenal. That were pretty fucking good. And I'm not gonna sit there and say, oh, the world title match was trash. No. It wasn't trash by any means. I just feel like he wasn't ready for that opportunity because of his in-ring work. His in-ring work isn't there yet. The character work isn't there yet. I feel like he's close. But no cigar.
100%. But there's a couple things about Bayley that's been actually, and this is some good stuff about Bayley too. So Bayley addresses her status as a locker room leader. Now, Bayley, who signed with the company back in December of 2012. Holy crap. Congrats to her over the 10 plus years. Has featured on NXT, Raw, and SmackDown, become a Grand Slam champion. I think, the first women's Grand Slam champion, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is crazy. But she also has risen to the role of locker room leader that it's something that she discussed in a recent interview with the angle with Joey Carney. She spoke about her feelings on being respected in the WWE locker room, and also revealed the mentors over her career, saying, "It feels good. I think I have a lot of help in navigating on how to do this. My first couple of years on the main roster, I was still in NXT. I was still NXT Women's Champion, and I got to work with Naomi, Tamina, and Natalia. I really got to see what was right and what was wrong, and how it's not to only look out for yourself, but to look out for the girls. We're stronger together. We really are. But we look out for each other. But those girls specifically, those three really taught me how to be a leader."
See, and that's huge because for the longest time, Natalia was that locker room leader. Even though she wasn't booked as, the top dog in the company, she was giving the women advice. She was giving them their props. She was giving them their flowers. And this is what I like about Natalia. She is that locker room leader.
And now we're seeing it with Bayley.
Now, yeah, exactly. Now we're seeing this with Bayley. Bayley is that locker room leader. She's giving people like Tiffany Stratton, Alba Fire, all those women that are coming up, she's giving them advice. Like, look, I've been here. I've done things that you'll probably have to face soon. So let me give you the advice on how to face it. Like, I've been through adversity. I've been through adversity up here. So let me tell you how to face it and how to work through it. And I feel like Bayley is the right fit to be that locker room leader.
I mean, the fact that she spent 12 years in the company, which is fucking crazy how time flies.
But really, though, I don't really count 2012, 2013 because she was in the Performance Center then.
I mean, still.
2014 was her big break.
God, 10 years. Good Lord.
10 years.
Good Lord, I was fucking 17 when she fucking debuted. What the fuck?
Yeah. It was like...
Sorry, I'm sorry.
So, yeah. So, wait, let me look this shit up. Hold on. Oh my God, can I spell? Jesus Christ.
Lord, you can't spell for shit.
Dude, I literally said BAYK instead of L because I fat fingered the fucking K. Alright, what was her debut? No, 2013 she debuted at a live event. She debuted it on March 20th, 2013.
Oh,
so
Lord.
A good 9 years wrestling on TV.
That's great. That's, kudos to her.
Good 9 years. Wait, was it 9 years? Wait. No, it wasn't 9 years. Duh. Hold on. I'm going to do calculations now. 2024 minus 2013.
It's 11 years.
11 years. Good 11 years in the fucking...
Either way, she's got 10. Still got over
roster. It. But either way, that's a lot of time to become... No, it's a lot of time to see a lot of things and do a lot of things in the company.
I mean,
she definitely did earn the locker room leader spot.
Now, keeping with Bayley, though, she did put over one NXT talent in the interview, and probably the best way possible. So Bayley is one of the most accurate female stars in the company history up to this point, which is true. The first women's Grand Slam champion. However, she has believed that Roxanne Perez is the best NXT women's champion.
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for someone who's what 2021-ish, give or take.
She did start at 19.
19 or 20. And she's not even hitting her stride in her prime years yet.
Roxanne Perez. Right now, she's only 22.
Lord, I thought damn.
She's only 22. And the fact that she's done so much in that short time frame.
Yeah,
first reign. Her first reign came when she was 21.
Yeah.
She was just she was just legal enough to drink.
I know.
And like she just had become legal enough to drink, and she had won her first WWE NXT Women's Championship. Then now
So,
she's 22 and won her second reign.
so this is what Bailey had to say about that. So right now on fire is Roxanne Perez. She is probably one of the top women's champions that NXT has had, if not the best. And that's coming from a former NXT Women's Champion.
Yeah. And the thing is too, the fact that Roxanne is doing it at such a young age,
it really is impressive.
To me. It really
And yes,
is it the Women's World Championship? No. Is it? It's NXT, but still, to go to the biggest company in the world to win a title there.
Yeah,
come on. You have to give Roxanne her fucking flowers for that shit.
Oh, this gets even better too. She also says, "I also cannot wait for her to be here because she's incredible in the ring. She's like a little Rey Mysterio, but also like Eddie Guerrero, like very technical. She can do it all."
You see it.
Lord.
You see it. And you compared her to two fucking legends. Ray and Eddie. Two legends. You compared her to two legends. That means Roxanne is doing something right.
Yeah. I mean,
like that. And also, credit to Booker T for training her. This is on Booker T too.
Yeah, credit to him for
her.
Like
the fact that she's shown growth in wrestling at such a young
at
goddamn
22.
Age. At only 22.
Because I think we have not seen. Because I've seen, God, because usually most of the WWE stars don't hit their prime years. So what? Late 20s to early 30s, maybe in mid 30s at best, depending on.
I would say at the earliest mid 20s.
Like she's already doing stuff before
early 20s.
That's impressive.
Yo, that is impressive.
And knowing that you have Bailey, who, credit to her, who has done a lot in 11 years to put over you. Not to mention the fact she compared you to like Ray and Eddie. Both are technical in their own right. And it's like, that's it. At that point, I would just eat my slice of humble pie right then and there and really appreciate,
I would have walked up to Bailey and gave her a classic Bailey hug for that.
Because it's
I'd go up to that woman. If I was Roxanne, I'd go up to that woman, give her a fucking hug, and say thank you for that.
Now, my thing is too, like, have we ever seen someone like Roxanne, ever accomplish?
The only one I could think of is Randy Orton, because he won the World Heavyweight title at 24. But that's mid 20s still.
Yeah.
Like he won the World Heavyweight title at 24. But still, Roxanne has done even better. She's won a WWE title at 22. 22.
It's
the company thought highly of her at 22.
It really is. And the fact.
And the thing is, though, she started wrestling when she was like, what, 18?
I think somewhere around there. Give or take, 17, 18.
Dude, she won the Ring of Honor World Women's title at 19.
Yeah.
She was winning titles in the Indies at a young age. Like, dude, Roxanne.
And the fact she's soon knocking on the door of the main roster.
Watch her make the main roster by 24.
I can see that. That could be a possibility.
Or 23.
Shit. At this point, call her up now for that.
Call her up now. I mean, but then again, you have to have somebody drop the title.
Yeah, that's true.
So, call her up at 23. She's ready.
Yeah, because the only one person I can think that she can drop it to, who has a little bit of history with her, is Cora Jade.
Cora Jade.
But
fuck it, call her up immediately if she's progressing. If she's progressing in WWE and in the wrestling business this fucking quick, come on.
And also too, little side note to that, we're seeing, and okay, you want to talk about a little trip down memory lane? How about, does anybody remember the Bailey superfan Izzy Moreno?
She's progressing too really freaking quickly.
Now, hear me out. What happens? And now you got WWE. Now, I was kind of keeping their eye on her. Oh my God, do you know how that's a crazy?
If they sign Izzy Moreno at like 18, 19, holy fuck.
And no one, and and obviously, yes, the Bailey super fan for that matter.
And the thing is, she won her first women's title in a company at 17.
Yeah.
Like, what the?
It's impressive.
These wrestlers, man, they're progressing fucking quickly as fuck.
Yeah, because when you think of the other wrestlers like of the past, like it then took them quite a while
the earliest that somebody has had progressed in wrestling was at least 24, 25, mid-20s.
Yeah,
but
ever seen this?
Progress. You're having these wrestlers now progress in their teens and their teens into their early
mid-20s.
No, teens into early 20s.
Which is
what?
It's like these new generation wrestlers now are just built different.
They're fucking.
They are, and also goes to the different philosophies that they're learning along the way.
Yeah,
and yes, credit.
Yeah,
I mean,
then again, you have Izzy Moreno that got trained by freaking Thunder Rosa. So
yeah, and they also got Roxanne with Booker T, the 5 or 6 time WCW champion, if I'm not mistaken.
Technically 6 times because he won the WCW. Well, actually, no, 5 times because he took the title. His 5th reign, he took the title. Because he won it 4 times and then he went to WWE, lost it, and then won it back. The WCW title. But if you want to count the world heavyweight title as the same title as the WCW title,
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
If you're thinking that way, it's 6 times.
Yeah, that's where my brain's going, because it's like, because both WCW and WWE had the same freaking big.
It's the same title design. Matt, what's up, brother?
What's going on, Matt? Now we got a couple more things we got to go over, and that'll be it. First things first. Adam Pearce. There's a couple things that he did talk about that one time where he sweat his pants after taking an F5 for Brock Lesnar.
He's like, no, the funny thing, he's like, ironically enough, he told Chris Van Vliet, goes, ironically enough, it didn't spit on the second one, it spit on the first one. Like, damn.
Like, and I get that. And
I love how Brock was like, he was like, should I just go like limp? Should I go limp? Act like I'm actually knocked out? Or can I just like be dead weight? And Brock goes, I don't fucking care.
Yeah. But
honestly, to avoid your split pants, I think you should have went limb there, Adam Pearce.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have been moving.
I'm out of the fact that. So, however, this was also interesting. I actually had this in my notes while I was doing some topic ideas. So, Adam Pearce addresses a potential Nick Aldis WWE matchup.
He goes, I want it.
So, with the WWE Raw and SmackDown GMs being former NWA World Heavyweight Champions, Adam Pearce has opened up about a possible match. Pearce, current Raw General Manager, who is a 5-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion. And you also have Nick Aldis.
Here's my thing about this, right? Here's my thing. They're both in great shape. They're not that old. They're like in their like mid to late 30s. But like, I feel like when they signed Adam Pearce and they signed Nick Aldis, I feel like eventually they were going to hit the ring.
It's going to happen eventually.
Eventually, they're gonna hit the ring. They didn't sign 2 ex-wrestlers to be GMs for nothing.
Yeah,
they're gonna hit the ring eventually.
So Pearce talked about with Chris Van Vliet, pretty much saying, "quote There is something there. There's a lot of opportunity between Mr. Aldis and I. Here's the thing: you have to want that. I don't think he wants that. No, that'd be fun. neither one of us, Nick and I, are ever going to angle for a position in the spotlight like that. I think we're both okay. I'm going to
So
call it.
basically, he's saying that he doesn't want it. They're both content with just retiring and being GMs. Okay.
That's
And
understandable.
again, they did sign two ex-wrestlers to be GMs for something because they're retired now.
Now he did. Now, but Pearson would completely ruling it out a possibility. As I said 100 times privately and publicly, I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty either. I mean, which we have seen the fact you shoved Drew McIntyre.
Bro was ready to fucking square up with Drew.
I'm going to call this right.
Wait.
I'm going to call this right now. I think Drew's going to. Well, if Drew at that point,
he is going to push him so.
I think he's going to push Adam Pearce to the point where he's going to get back in the ring.
He is going to push him so fucking far. I can see it.
But we're going to have to wait and see how
Tyler,
that plays out.
Can't hear your audio well.
I can hear you fine.
Let me try something. I'll be right back.
All right. Let me just fix that for a little bit while Tyler fixes the audio issue for those who are watching on the YouTube side of things. So also shout out the 12 total people who's hung out with me and Tyler so far. Okay.
Are we good? Hold on. All right. Now my comments ain't showing up. The fuck? Tyler, can't hear you. Can you hear me now, JDT? Can you hear me now, bro? It's because it's also because I'm using my phone, so the audio is a little bit muffled. I'm trying to speak as loud as I possibly could or possibly can.
So, last and final thing, that this seems to be confirmed.
Hold on, audio was good now. Yeah, okay, good. All right.
So far, I'm taking this with a grain of salt. So I'm putting this confirmed at question mark. But we have another international premium live event revealed. That's going to be in 2025 in Italy. So from what I've been seeing, like I said, I'm take this with a grain of salt. But it looks like Italy is going to get their premium live event in 2025.
Oh my god! No, people are complaining about it, saying, "Oh, Italy's racist." Shut the fuck up.
Did you just burp?
Shut up. I did.
I just thought I'd just point that out.
No, but hold on. Let me go back to what I'm saying. But yeah, they're saying, "Oh, Italy's racist" on Twitter. Like, shut the fucking America's racist half the time.
Yeah.
You think every Italian is gonna be racist? No. Not every one of them. There's racists every fucking where. They're just assholes. They'll ignore them. I feel like
plus
you can't deprive an entire country of a wrestling event just because you think they're racist. But then again, I also don't like the Saudi deal, so it's kind of hypocritical of me. But the problem is with that is they're getting money from the government to host shows there, which I don't like. If they just not do that and they just host a show there, that's fine.
Yeah, but unfortunately, there's nothing we really can. So we blame Prince for that.
But anyway.
But either way, and that's and Tyler, that's kind of pointing your hypocritical side too. Like you can't deprive a country as well, and regard of the circumstances, I'm gonna just leave it that.
Yeah, regardless of the circumstances, you can't really deprive them of.
No, I will say the quite honestly, and I think most, I would say good 85 to 90% of. No, well, don't want to touch on that. But like I was saying before, I completely got off sidetracked.
Right. Most of the time they are. Most of the time, I shouldn't have said some. Most of the time they are.
But I will say this too, though. I would say good 85-90% of the wrestling fan base. I think it really shows that the overseas, whether you're going to Australia, oh good lord, almost completely.
So Damien, discredit what I said earlier. I misspoke. Just saying.
But yeah, it's. I'm actually kind of happy that Italy Now that kind of brings me up to another point, which I did not have in my notes. Now the question is which kind of event we're talking about, which kind of pay-per-view we're talking about here. Now they didn't really specify which one it could be.
I mean, they didn't really specify what it's going to be. So on that regard, we can't speculate it. Let's just wait until they make an announcement of what pay-per-view it is.
So whatever it's going to be. Now the question is, now let's just say this too. Let's just say it could be any of the pay-per-views that WWE's had. The question is, who are you going to have headlining? Because right now you got Gunther, by the looks of it, headlining Germany.
I don't know who's an Italian wrestler right now.
No, because Kaiser is German. Isn't Vinci Italian? No, he's German too.
No, Vinci is French. It's a French gimmick.
Who the fuck is Italian? The last only person that was Italian wise was Santino. He
fuck
was just
yeah, bring back Santino. I don't give a fuck. As the TNA crossover, bring back Santino.
Oh yeah, you could actually do that too.
Bring back Santino.
Well, we'll find.
Give him a fucking comedy fucking skit or something on that pay-per-view. Just bring back Santino for it.
Good Lord, that. But other than that,
make their fans over there laugh.
I mean, he's gonna make everybody laugh.
Everybody loves Santino. It's Santino.
Oh. Damn, if you want to go edgy in Italy.
Valentine's Day Massacre. You want to bring that shit back?
I mean, shit. If you want to go the edgy route, it's.
But then again, though, with Valentine's Day, they don't do Valentine's Day massacres anymore. They do Vengeance Day. For that,
that's only for NXT.
That's NXT. So you could hypothetically do Valentine's Day Massacre if a Saturday if the pay-per-view falls on a Saturday falls on, Valentine's Day. And then Saturday pay-per-views.
No, that's a Friday.
Can't do it.
Damn it.
Can't do it, Damien. Valentine's Day, they don't have it on a week. The day pay-per-views are usually aired on, which is Saturday. So can't do it. But yeah, we're not going to just.
We'll see what the announcement is going to be.
See. Yeah, but we'll have to just wait and see what the announcement is. We ain't got none else.
Nope, but that is going to do it for the It's 20 podcast episode number 81. I know. Hopefully
next week. Wait, what? Wait, I'm looking at my calendar here. Hold on. See if that day is the day. So I know on the 17th we have a guest that I hit up on Twitter to ask if they would do the show. Yeah, that's next week. So next week we should have a guest. We'll make the announcement on who the guest is that day. Oh wait, they do. Bro, they have an Italian gimmick. Dude, we're stupid.
Who am I?
The Don.
Oh right.
We're dumb.
Oh Jesus. We want. Okay, now that make me feel
NXT pay-per-view. Have him headline this shit. But if he's called up by then, have him headline. The Don of NXT.
No, because what?
They literally have it. It was right under our nose. Son of a bitch. We're dumb.
Well, if you think of this too, though, I can see whatever NXT pay-per-view could also go to Italy too, and then you
can do that for NXT. But what would you do for the main roster?
Well, you're still going to have the main roster pay-per-view, and you also got the NXT one.
I know, but who's going to headline? Who's Italian on the main roster? That's what I'm saying.
I think there's nobody that comes to mind.
I feel like they'll bring over Santino for a cheap pop. which is
I mean, because
fine.
you already got Finn Balor and JD McDonough going to OTT Wrestling in Ireland.
And they're
For
Ireland based. Hell, you had fucking Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa go to their fucking indie promotion, or local indie promotion.
Yeah.
In Canada. So that makes sense. You could hypothetically just bring over Santino for the main roster, but if it's an NXT, if it's like a dual thing with NXT where NXT also goes to Italy, Tony D has to headline NXT.
Yeah, you gotta have to have the
You
Don
gotta have
headline
Tony
that.
D do it. You have to have Tony D. You have to.
Because if not, that's a fucking missed opportunity
if you don't do that. Missed.
But other than that, like I said, we'll find out what this pay-per-view is going to be. And yes, we're getting close to 2025 as it is, which is crazy, to say the least. That 2024 is almost out the door. But other than that, appreciate you guys hanging out, and hopefully next week we'll try to bring back the guest the wrestler theme, because I know we've been.
Oh, honestly, we need to do that next week because of our. I think that'd be a fun thing for our guests too. You know,
and also super good for the chat too.
It'd be good for the chat too. Bring that back next week. The guest the wrestler theme.
So this time I won't give you.
This time you won't throw a fucking fastball, a freaking hanging fastball at me.
Oh, dude, you got no room to talk there.
Torres, bro, come on.
Well, this is the Todd. You got room to talk there, Mister. I couldn't get Mr. Kennedy.
You're gonna bring that up, huh?
Yeah, I am.
You're gonna bring that shit up, huh? Okay.
I mean, shit, it's one of our funniest moments. And you know what? Then again, I actually got no room to fucking talk to because I missed the Miz, so I shouldn't say shit. So.
but really, I don't know how the fuck I got you Torres. I got lucky with that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I got lucky with you Torres. Carmella's Italian, isn't she? I assume she is.
Oh, wait a minute.
I assume she is.
I think she's not. I don't think she's full-blooded Italian, but I think even one that has Italian descent. Why not Liv Morgan?
Oh yeah.
She's got some. I almost
look at her, dude. Look at her fucking real fucking name. That's Italian as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, rightfully
she's
so.
Italian. What? Bring over Santino. That's stupid. Yeah,
I know how I forgot.
Just have Liv Morgan. I'm gonna look at Carmella, see if she is too.
I doubt it.
She is. Damn, she's already 36.
Damn,
she don't look it.
Oh, excuse me.
Her real name is Leah Van Dale, which I don't even think that's fucking. Oh, she went to UMass. Huh. Oh, she's from Mass.
Luckily she's not a Mass.
My life is a lie. I thought she was from Jersey this entire time. She's not. Son of a bitch. She ain't even from Staten Island. She's from freaking Mass. Ooh, she was a cheerleader for the Patriots.
I never knew that.
She's not Italian. Her old boyfriend was. Or is. Tell you that much. But yeah, she's not Italian. But literally Liv Morgan is, and I'm like, oh, bring over Santino, like a fucking doofus. Yeah, just have Liv Morgan headline that shit. And when she talks, you can tell she's Italian. What the? Rob, what's wrong with me? What the fuck is wrong with me?
I don't know.
My brain don't work half the time. That's what's wrong with me. And yeah, if Damien says, no, your brain doesn't work most of the time. Yeah, you're right too. Yeah.
Well, actually,
what?
Carmella does have Italian and Dutch heritage.
Oh, she is. Okay. I was looking at Wikipedia.
Now that, yeah, I can see the Dutch with the Van Dale. That's Dutch
Van
to
Dale,
me.
that's Dutch all day. That's Dutch all day.
I can't, for some reason, I can't see. It's the, I don't know. I can't see the Italian one there. Because when I think Italian, like,
Listen to
is
when,
it
listen
the
to when she
olive
speaks.
skin?
Hold on. Listen to when she speaks. You can tell.
Okay, that makes also sense
Listen
too.
to when
But
she speaks. You can tell.
not gonna
It's
lie
on the
though.
voice. It's on the voice. You can tell.
But other than that, though, appreciate you guys hanging out. Next week. So yeah,
Next week we have a guest. Hopefully, things don't fall through within the week with the guest. But as of right now, we do have a special guest coming in.
Which has been a while since we had a guest on the show.
Honestly, we've had a guest on the show, but it's always been within our group.
Yeah.
It's never been outside the group. This is a first for us for having somebody outside the group that we were in, like the Sports Wave group that we're in. From outside the group that I hit up on Twitter. Like, here's the details. And she gave me a date of when she is freed up, and we should be good to go. We should be good to go for next week. So yeah, we have a special guest, and that also means, again, Guess the Wrestler will be coming back next week. A little fun way to have fun with the guest. So
yeah, guess, and for those who are watching in the or that are going to tune it into the chat. Now, this is for everybody.
What's with the Liv hate, Damien?
I will never understand,
bro. She's the only one I can think of that's fucking Italian.
But
And
like
also,
I said,
she's a bigger star. She's a big ass star. Look at the fucking numbers. Look at the fanfare. And you can't tell me she's not a fucking star. Come on, bro.
But other than that, appreciate you guys hanging out. We are 19 episodes away from the big 100. And that being said, we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.